always weird when I'm doing. It says this broadcast is live. Okay. What's up, everybody? I am your girl Candy, and I got my girl Eva with me, and we are about to speak on it.
Hey, girl.
Hey. You said what?
I said happy Coronication.
Yes, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. So, you breaking up now. What's going on with you? Are you further away from your computer?
No, I'm in the same place, but somebody walking around now.
Oh, okay.
Did that change things?
I don't know. I can hear you though. All right, I can hear you now. So how have you been feeling since we've been in quarantine?
I've been good. For me, surprisingly.
Hold on one second. This is why we in quarantine live at home, and the kids is missing things. Hey, you got to take that ball and go back upstairs, sweetheart. Okay. Go back upstairs. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. How y'all handling quarantine?
Well, we got homeschooling with Marley, but quarantine works out for me because I spend a lot of time away from home. And you're a working mom, you travel and gig like I do, and you know how that is. Like, I feel guilty all the freaking time. So to be able to be at home and not have to make up an excuse, but like everybody has to be at home, like I have to be here, is everything. Because I can do homework with Marley. We take walks, special time with each of the kids. I'm trying not to make a Rona baby. This pull-out method is wearing me out.
Yeah, you are. What they tell you on the episode, you are on, like, you got to put that on pause, girl. We need to see a season with just Eva the diva and all her divaness.
I'll give you that. Not for the sake of shaming women that want to have babies, but for the sake of
no.
I know, because one of our coworkers says that I spend way too much time on that Bravo's dime having children, as if that's not something that a woman should try to do. I mean, we deal on our show all the time that are having fertility issues. And so when one is in the prime of her life, one would think that that would be optimal time to start family with their husband. And so I have. And so, yes, I'm not pregnant right now. And I do not plan on getting pregnant during Rona or during 2020 at all.
Okay. So I'm gonna have a good 2020 of some real Eva the Diva action. Okay. No, but I was gonna go back to what you were saying about the job.
Yes.
Now, what are they doing up here? It's this loudest noise going on in the house. Okay, so what I was saying was, okay, we all know that you are a part of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, right? And that's what you were saying. You was talking about the fact that you have to fly back and forth because really, it's in Dallas now, right?
Yes. So the Ricky Smiley Morning Show took over the Tom Joyner Morning Show. Shout out to Tom Joyner, the fly jock legend forever. But he decided to hang up his coat on his zillions of dollars and leave the business. And the Ricky Smiley Morning Show took over for Tom Joyner. And I luckily started on the morning show. I've been there for about a year and a half now with the Brad and Gary with the T, Rock T, Special K. And I love it. It's every morning. It's 4 hours of work, 6 to 10. I laugh the whole time. And my job is literally all things womanhood, motherhood, the mom perspective, the Black woman perspective, and the Black female voice, because we got Gary with the T, but you know.
I love Gary.
Shady.
So my question is, okay, so because obviously we basically have been dealing with my issues of being a working mom, you know, having to travel a lot. But with that being said, you can relate because you also have to deal with the same situation, flying back and forth.
Every single Sunday, same flight. I know the flight attendants, the people in the Sky Lounge know me. Like, I literally fly once a week, every Sunday, and come back every Friday. And Mike holds the house down. So now during, COVID-19, I've been able to be home and broadcast from home. It is everything. Oh my God. It's so, I'm not happy we got COVID, but we got something good out of it.
Right. Everybody is telling you to turn your sound up. So maybe if you could come closer to the computer, maybe that would.
Turn my own sound up.
Well, no, I'm saying you're using the sound from your iPad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So maybe you should just put it closer to you.
Is that better? Hello.
Let me text them. Is that better? Okay. Yeah. So basically the whole thing for me is like when we are women who you disappeared. What happened?
Where'd you go?
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
You okay?
Yes. No, but how do you balance it? Because you work like 11 jobs.
Well, see, that's part of the problem. I mean, obviously, I'm ambitious. I mean, that's not a secret, and I do work.
Understatement. You had Candy Coated Nights last year. You did your burlesque show. You working on secret shit you can't tell people about. I just bought some.
As I was saying, yeah, but it's like it is an issue sometimes, trying to be able to juggle it and still accomplish what you need to accomplish, but still be there for your family. But I mean, the blessing in it all is that we do. Okay, I want to see your face, Eva. Stop turning the thing away from me.
Well, I'm trying to make sure you can hear me and see me and.
Okay, got you.
Okay, I think it's good.
Okay, yeah. Well, my thing is, it's like I definitely want to,
find your balance.
Find my balance. Yeah, basically. I mean, balance is really.
How do you do it? Because I know you got Todd, right? So like Marley had her birthday party, but you were out of town, but Todd was in town. So Todd brought Ace. So you try to do like those things, but what about those things where you want to be there too, but you can't?
Well, see, that's like the real issue. For the most part, I put everything on a calendar. I live by the calendar. Like anything that has to be that I need to be at is on the calendar, including my kids' stuff is on the business calendar so that people don't with me. But the problem is when I don't have anything on the calendar, they just assume that, that's a day we can add some more stuff to, instead of just saying, okay, that's the day that she can chill with the family.
You got to do like Rihanna did. Rihanna said what she started to do before she started Fenty, because her calendar was always booked. She blocked her own calendar.
Oh, she did?
And blocked and said, these 2 weeks, don't put nothing on my calendar. I'm doing these weeks. And if that means family trips, if that means just you trips or whatever. But like she had to personally put a block in her schedule because the same thing, your team will book it up.
Well, no, that is very true. And then, but you know what? I do that for, like, say, for instance, weeks I want to take a vacation. But there are definitely times that, it may be only one day open that week and they'll put something on that day. And that's what happened with
baby. They champagne problems.
Champagne problems. Anyway, girl. So another thing that we saw in this episode this past weekend was your new house. So
from boxes to boxes, we're moving boxes. Yes.
Come on, do a little spin around so we can see right quick.
So, well, you're actually in my bedroom right now.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get a living room seating area set up, but it didn't work out.
Seating area for the bedroom. That bedroom is huge.
There's the other part of the bedroom.
And
then we're back in here. But it's a nice little house. Now she's no A and B candy house. Now she is no A and B candy house, but I can say I am happy with my house. I am proud of my house. I bought something that works for me and for my family. It's in a very progressive area, great schools, number one, grocery stores everywhere because I cook a lot. I got space and I got hella security and we got a couple new pistols. So we good. It's a right to carry state.
Speaking about that space and them pistols. Okay, so another thing that we talked about on the show was the fact that Marley's father wanted to could take you back to court about changing her name. So what happened with that?
Well, he wanted to take me back to court to change reverse her name back to his, to get custody of Marley and to get child support. And before child support, girl, that's why you hear me say he has never bought her a cheeseburger. He doesn't know her blood type. He doesn't know what school she goes to. She doesn't know what size she wears. But he wants me to give him child support. What insurance is she under? He couldn't even tell you. So that's what he was trying to take me to court for. And the day of the court case, he got into a fight with a deputy sheriff before even entering the courtroom. Started fighting with him, fist fighting, tussled him down the escalator, and now has 4 felony charges from Georgia for trying to file suit against me. So then the judge dismissed the case with prejudice. And for those that don't know, because I didn't know what that meant, to dismiss something with prejudice means you can't come back to court again and do this. You cannot try to sue her for this again. You cannot bring this back. The court won't hear it. So I am just a happy enough camper to know that I'm good, my baby's good, and I don't have to worry about a judge telling me that I have to give my child up, because that wasn't finna happen. It was fit to go postal.
I can imagine, because I would do the same way.
You remember her name change. You know how much that was for our family, and you have a blended family. Like, it means so much to belong and to be a part of. And I, in no way, am trying to disconnect Marley from anything that she needs to have. But what I am going to do is to protect her from the toxic things that she does not need to know about, because she can't comprehend, because she's a 6-year-old girl.
Right. Well, let me just say that I love the way that your husband loves your baby girl. Like, oh my God. It just to see the way he is with her, I just think that is just so dope. And he is like the poster boy for, how a father and a blended family should be. You know what I mean? I just think that's just amazing how their relationship is.
Thank you. No, he's a good dad. We both lucked out in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a good dad.
Good job, girl. Good job. Okay. All right. Let me look at some of my other questions.
Where's my drink?
Questions. Okay. Is there anything new that you've started doing while you're in quarantine? You, your husband, and kids, whatever.
Anything new, like business?
Mm-hmm.
I have been selling a lot of my CBD oil.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if it's because people are at home and they are more open to trying CBD because of misnomers about it. But I have a CBD line called CBD. And since the coronation has started, it has been doing great. I mean, I've had sales, but if you go online to thinkcbd.com, we have CBD oils. And for myself, I just found out very recently, I had an MRI that I have scoliosis. I had no idea. And I have pain, which I didn't understand where my back pain was coming from. And so instead of running to regular pharmaceuticals, I'm using my CBD oil to help me with the pain and to mitigate that, so that I'm not, hooked on opioids forever, because it's something that I'm gonna have to deal with forever. People have sciatica, migraines. It helps for PMS, all kind of stuff. It helps for those badass kids that's getting on your nerves and just give you a woosah. So my CBD has been popping. And then besides from that, catching up with my girls, I've been able to do that a lot more since we at home and ain't got nothing else to do.
Well, that is good. That's always good. Okay. Now tell me this. What type of reactions do you have at home when you watch a cast member storyline? Like when you watching the show yourself, other people show a storyline. Does it help you connect with them more, even if there is a little drama between you and them? Either way, how does it make you feel when you see
no. So there's sometimes I find myself watching the show and I'm like, hello, wait, what? So you took that and you did what? And I don't want to speak on it too much because that's more so for next week's episode. That I saw a teaser of.
Yeah.
That I'm very confused about. But I think.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. That little teaser, and you're like, y'all made a mountain out of a molehill, but
yeah,
this person seems to be their modus operandi, their MO. That's what they do. So I guess let you play a little storyline out. But what is weird for me is when I know for me, when I started watching this show, me and Kenya weren't at like the best place, but we weren't at a horrible place. But then watching it and seeing what she's going through with her husband and with her family, it definitely changes things. It changes my perspective. It makes me see the strength in her even so much more, knowing that she had to put on that brave face in front of, you know, our crazy asses every day, knowing what she had to deal with, and then the rest of the world for that matter. So yeah, and then Portia too with her situation, you know, it always looks rosy on the outside, but you never really know what's going on with someone at home. And so to kind of watch those conversations that are harder to watch. And then for you, oh my God, with you and Todd, I was like, girl, you almost made me cry. You know,
the crazy thing is, my daughter was like, "What happened with you and Todd? Why is everybody saying y'all broke up?" I mean, people have to understand.
Broke up.
No, seriously, because it was people felt, you know, it's posting stories that we have broke up. But people got to understand that when we tape, like we finished taping back in October. You know what I'm saying? Todd and I are still together. Yes, we were going through some things during that time because, you know, it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know, everybody goes through something in their relationship.
It just happens.
So, yeah, but you're just seeing now what we were dealing with back in.
None of us knew. So I'm looking at it.
I mean, yeah. I don't really talk to people like when he and I are arguing and stuff. Like, I don't really talk to people, you know, really about what's going on with us personally, because I just kind of feel like, okay, we're gonna work it out, or we're gonna figure this out. Even
that I do agree with. And I agree too, especially when it comes to Mike. Like, I like to keep my stuff at home, but the fact that you were transparent about it, I feel like so many people can relate to that. And even my husband, you know, I remember when I first moved to Atlanta and he was running for mayor, and then he conceded and decided not to run, and decided, you know, do I take one of these offers for one of these big law firms, or do I start my own? And if I start my own, it's a startup. No guarantee, you know, but I kind of write my own schedule. Or I could go out and join a big firm and become partner and make great money, but I won't be home. And those decisions are hard, but they're real. And so to watch you and Todd sit there and talk about it, it just shows all of us that we all go through the same thing. Because you see me and Mike too sitting over here like, you know, well, if you're not home, but you're like, yeah, but I have to do this to take care of the family. And then he's also saving lives. So shit, you get people out of jail. I'm trying to represent Black women on, you know, TV and film and in magazines and stuff. And so for both of us, it's important in trying to balance that with the kids and the quality time. I felt y'all moment.
Eva. You was breaking up.
Too. Okay, you back. I said I felt y'all's moment.
Okay, no, but time out. I want to roll back to what you said about him getting people out of jail. Okay, why I didn't know that it was actually, what's his name, baby mama that you from Love and Hip Hop New York. I was like,
yeah,
let's make this baby mama out of jail.
Yeah,
I was watching the show.
You know what's so crazy? And it's like how we know people, right? So Mona was my first manager, Candy. Before she was ever the queen of reality TV, she was my first manager. And when I saw this show air, I called Mona because I've known her for 50,000 years. And I was like, is this real? And she was like, yeah, this is real. I said, this girl is really in jail and about to take this plea deal. And she was like, yeah. I said, well, do me a favor. Have Rich Dollars call my husband and just talk to him. And he did, and the rest of it's confidential because he's an attorney, but he went back and forth, and he texted me one day, and I was in the middle of work, and all it said was case dismissed. no felony, nothing on her record. She don't have to pay nothing. She walked out of there a free woman. She got her right to vote.
Wait a minute. So you saved her freedom from watching TV.
Dead ass. Dead ass. I have the text messages. I text Mona. And we have a friend in common. Beyonce was in the car when I text her. I was like, yo, if this is real, Mike has to help this girl. And Mike and his law partner, Carlos Tanner, out of Mississippi, literally worked for almost a year on that case and got that girl off of 18 years for shooting that man 3 times.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You've done a good service and helped her, because I didn't know what was going on. You know, a lot of people be thinking this stuff on TV is fake, but that was real.
It's as real as it gets.
We get to see it on Housewives, but I saw it.
I know, but Mona asked, like, well, I was like, he'll definitely say he loves Miracle. Miracle is, that's her name. Mm-hmm. And at this point, he advocated for this girl's life for a year, so she's like family now.
Mm-hmm. Well, y'all know who to call if you're going with some legal trouble. You better call Mike.
Call Michael Sterling Esquire, honey.
Okay, so back to you, Eva. Back to you. So, okay.
Let's talk about the shit.
You look at you. You know what? You have been very hyped lately. You've been with all the drama lately.
I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like I came in this circle and met all of these women with open arms, great admiration for a few of them. You for sure. I think I made that clear off back. Like, I rock with you. I didn't even know you like that, but I admire you. I was nice to everybody. And I feel like people tried to find a reason to just pick at me and find a reason. And initially, I just took it as initiation. Okay, I got it. But after a while, you keep picking, I'm going to poke back. But what they not ready for is that I am a whole fool up under this hoodie. Like, I started reality TV 17 years ago, before this shit was reality TV. So if they want to keep messing with me and talking about me in interviews and doing all of that, then here we go. We can respond. We can do Candy's YouTube. Let's speak on it.
Well, okay. I didn't want to go too far into that part of it, because I do know we have the reunion next week.
And that's going to be good.
I was going to bring you back again after the reunion so you could really give your full opinion of how that all went. But since we talking about it, like, how do you feel? Because, like, to me, it's like 1 minute. I mean, it's clear. I said I wasn't even gonna talk about her today, but since
we gonna talk about it. You don't call me.
Since you want to talk about it. My thing is, okay, what point did you and Nene start having issues?
I have no clue.
That's why I was trying to figure this out.
Oh, this is what I know.
You was talking about her, but I'm trying to figure out when did this happen?
When did I ever talk about her?
Well, I know recently when, it was an interview that you did.
Absolutely.
That was in response to the interview that she had done. So I was trying to figure out what happened. Tell people what happened. Where did it start?
So, as far as I know, Nene and I were definitely not on speaking terms after she secretly recorded or audioed me, whatever she likes to classify that as. When I came back from my honeymoon on the opening of OLG2.
Oh, last year. Okay.
That was my initial gripe, and that's why I was not fucking with her. And then we went to Toronto. She apologized. You were there when she did. Mm-hmm. I still felt a way, but I appreciated that she was big enough to even apologize. And I figured it, in time we'd work and figure it out. So time went on, we don't really talk, but there are no real, don't go away. There are no real issues. Now, out of absolutely nowhere, I see about the third interview Nene's done saying that I should lose my job as a housewife. And I'm boring, and that they should give it to someone else, and that I'm not in the episodes. But those were the interviews she did right after the interviews crying about her not being in the last, 5 episodes. So I don't know when the gripe came with me, why she's upset with me. I think she wants content for this reunion, because The only thing we have from Nene this season is this bullshit of Snakegate, which is a stupid situation. And besides from that, there's nothing. So then she started arguing with me online for no reason. She started arguing with you online for no reason. I mean, at this point, I'm just waiting for Kenya to get a shot towards her head, but I guess maybe she'll save that for the reunion. I don't know what the issue is. I had no problem with Nene. None. But at this point, I am all the way cool. Like, I'm all the way cool. And can I speak on it real fast? Because you didn't ask the question, but I want to say something.
On it, please.
I was not hired nor brought onto this show by Lanithia Leaks. I was called by executives of Real Housewives of Atlanta, years after being called by executives of Housewives of a whole nother franchise. So be very clear, Miss HBIC, I will always give you your credit for being the epicenter of this show, but you ain't gave me not near a job, honey. Be clear, or nor can you take one. Okay, did you have a question? That was a rant.
Yeah, well, you just said it all.
Because that's really why I'm mad. Like, who you put on? Like, you acting like you put somebody on. And I came in here, I came in here no Diana Ross with my shit. I came in here very much so share the stage with everybody. Mm. But she was the I'm the one. Everyone, I'm the one. You shut up. I cannot wait for this reunion. I know that. And I don't know where it went wrong. If she has more intel that I don't have where we fell out, but I don't know why she's worried about my checks. Worry about
I didn't know what we went wrong either, because I'm like, man, we not have not one argument the whole entire season.
Oh no.
The whole entire season.
You have been blocking her blessings. What
not one argument.
About? You're blocking her power moves, Candy.
How am I blocking?
That's what she said. I'm so confused. I am so. I don't
know. It just didn't make no kind of sense to me. I'm like, how did we get here? I have no idea. Not one time during the season. I just don't understand why it's all this like back and forth and drama on social media.
On social media, and that's not what after
the season is done taping. Because I'm like, okay, we get paid to do that. We don't get paid to do this. So what is
the social media? I don't get it, because during the whole season we were cool, and then we got on social media. Every time I'm asked about Nene on any interview, I never speak bad about her. Mm-hmm. Never. I never speak bad about Portia. That's not how I get down. I've actually had fucking media training. So I'm not going to sit there. I don't do it. But for whatever reason, this girl goes on and she speaks on people in the most negative way. And then she talks about us speaking on her on a show. We're on a show together. We have to talk about each other. You think I elect to speak about you? Mm. Like, girl. But it's a whole lot more.
Oh, it's going to be a whole lot more. You got 1 week to get to where it's going to be all the way live. 1 week. Are you ready? Matter of fact, let's talk about that. Are you ready for the reunion?
You know what? I'm just a little bit stressed out about my hair. Cause
what? You got a cute short haircut and you don't have all to worry about all the stuff you got to worry about.
No, because of the growth and the length. It's like that weird length. Like you got to tuck it behind your ear. Because it's like that. And so like in 1 more week with no hairstylist and nobody to glue the little lashes on, Lord, my reeds will be tight. So my weave won't be tight, but my reeds will be right. Believe that.
Reeds gonna be right. Okay.
Reeds gonna be right and tight, honey. We got a good old bookshelf over there. Study vernacular.
Somebody says, oh, let me see what people are saying in the comments.
Did you see that thing where they swapped you and Cynthia head? It looks so cute.
It's hilarious. Much love to all the pages and fan pages that we have that support our show, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Thank you for the ones that support me, even all of our fan pages. We appreciate you guys. I think the what you're talking about was on one of the fan pages. Let me see.
It was cute. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you and Cynthia because y'all definitely be dressing alike. You at least dress like somebody. Try that one. Because you both had denim on one day. You and Cynthia both had like a denim romper situation. And then you and Shamari had the same thing on.
Yes.
And then,
no, that was weird. We and Shamari had on like the same exact print. It was like dress. It looked like we was a girl group or something. That was at Cynthia's party or something.
Yeah, the Bailey Q.
Mm-hmm. No, not at. Oh yeah, we did it next too. It was at her Bailey Q and at her opening of her.
Oh yes, y'all did it twice.
Yeah, and I did it twice with Cynthia this year.
Yeah.
Like, going
and I saw you the other day with something. I was like, oh, I got that in my closet. That's free people. You had a little jumper on the other day. I was like, I won't be wearing that on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Let's see. I think people like what you said. Joshua Rodriguez said, "My weave won't be right, but my reed's gonna be tight." LOL. He liked what you had to say.
Thank you.
Courtney Watson, she wanted me to put Portia on Speak on It. I would love to have Portia on Speak on It if you ever wanted to come on.
I think Portia would be great on Speak on It. I think it's weird that everybody's relationship just got weird as hell in the last week and a half. Because I thought Kenya and Portia was friends. I thought you and Portia were friends. I knew that me and Portia had some stuff to talk out, but I thought that me and Nene were cool. Now my watch just told me to breathe. That's what happened when I get up. It just said breathe.
Honestly, I don't really have any issues with Portia. I think she was kind of upset with us because we said we was making fun of her in that scene when she said the thing about what she say? It was so hard without you. I think she mad at us about that, but
and the hoodie award goes too.
But other than that, I didn't have no issues with her this season either. So I don't have no problem with her.
Well,
let me see.
I'm looking forward to this reunion. Did you watch What Happens Live?
That's what I was saying. You and dang on.
Okay, because I asked you gonna have you gonna come out with some seasonings.
Oh, when you said am I gonna come? I should have came out with some Salt Bay seasonings.
You should come out with some OLG Bay seasonings because you monetize everything.
And I'm gonna work on it.
Just for me.
Good old Salt Bay season.
Back, get a little seasoning out. Just give me mine for free.
You're so funny. I was like, when I was watching it, I was like, "Ooh, y'all was kind of going hard on the Watch What Happens Live." I said, "Oh, they are ready for the reunion, honey."
Yeah,
I can't wait.
And that was only one subject.
Yes, I was like, geez, like, and it's a weird thing about it is it's like you can't really address any one person on the show without people being like, oh, they so pressed about that person.
Exactly.
Anyway, if that person talks about one of you, then people are gonna say the same thing about them. So it's
what's weird for me on this show. This is what I don't like. I don't like when someone starts something, but then they tell you how to respond. Like, oh, I was just being in housewife fashion, but you were going too low. Well, look, bitch, this is how I housewife. Try that. Because I don't even understand. You can choose to, I'm going to stab you to the left, but don't stab me too hard on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I'm a firm believer. You cannot tell anybody how to respond. Now, at the end of the day, you don't want nobody just making some crazy shit up about your yes or something.
I agree.
Like that. But at the end of the day, if you say something crazy about somebody and they respond to you crazier, then you can't get mad.
That's like, I'm just saying that as my disclaimer because that's how I respond. Most likely crazier than you threw it out there, but it's just gonna happen. So
right. Well, let me see. Oh, it's just so many. It's so funny because when you watch this, it's like I'm just looking at what some of the people are saying in the comments. You know what? I'm going to look at my text message. That's what I'm going to look at.
What they saying? Let
me see what some people in my group text. I have like a little text number that people text me and then they tell me, they say stuff about if they're watching, they'll say something. Let me see. Yesterday, everybody was on here saying stuff about, I did a Money Making Monday one where we talked about me.
Yes.
I don't see a lot of people on here talking about the drama though. Okay, good.
Because they like us.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me see. Oh, no people listen. Nobody on here talking about the
Yeah.
okay, all right, that's good. I'm gonna keep it to the people. Oh, somebody said, is the reunion going to be live? It's not necessarily going to. Oh wait, I got in trouble the last time I got interviewed and said something about the reunion. What did you say about the reunion?
And then I'll be answering. I'll be waiting till you answer first, and then I'll say your
Well,
answer.
what did Andy say about the reunion?
Said that the reunion will be streamed.
He did. He confirmed
The reunion will be streamed.
Okay, because the last time I said that in an interview, I got in trouble. It was like
verbiage, the difference between live or like show versus series. Maybe like call it a series, not a show. It's like it's the same thing. So they like saying,
yeah. So, but if Andy said it,
yes, there will be a virtual reunion that has been confirmed, and it is all over the blogospheres.
Yes, everybody is basically, we are all quarantined at home. We are definitely doing social distancing. Yeah. So they felt that it was best for us not to try to make it happen anyway and break the rules and do it together. So we're all doing it separately from our own places.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Definitely do over in person, but
whatever. Yes, we should definitely have a do over in person.
Like an in person. Like, so what you say? Like one of those.
What you gonna do in person?
You know, like what was you saying? Because when you on screen, it's different. Like the Twitter fingers, people will say really things in comments, but they would never say that in like person. Because it's hard to say.
Okay, tell me this.
What?
No, I was gonna say, what do you feel about people in the practice reads?
I hate a practice read, but I hate it too. I can't. Okay, I hate a practice read only because I'm a reader. And so right. Practice reads is tired as hell. Like, ma'am, come off the dome, get quick with it, go to sleep early, read a book, watch the news, do something to keep you current enough to be able to have a comeback and not make it always about how somebody look, unless it's Marlo's wig. Because then that's just the wig. Come here, child. Come here, Marley.
Okay. Okay, I think I've asked you all the questions. Oh, there was one more I didn't need to ask you about. Did you feel left out when you wasn't a part of the cast trip because you was pregnant?
I definitely miss being the one saving grace about Greece was that I have been there before. So it wasn't like it was somewhere that I'd never been, but I had never been there with all of y'all. And then to hear that everybody kind of made a little kumbaya, or there was some makeups, or I mean, just the fact that I wasn't there for the moment. Sorry, we got kids. Say hello.
Hey.
Hey, Mikey. Hey, hi, Marley. Now take your brother in the room, okay? Thank you very much. I'm sorry, what was the question again? You said the practice reads?
No, I was talking about the trip without you.
Oh, yeah, I was mad I wasn't able to go just to be around the girls. I think it's different when we hang out at home in the city because, like, we'll go to a party with each other or we'll go hang out and then we go home. When we go on trips together, we're there, like, all day. And, like, you were the last person I saw last night. And then this morning we having coffee together. So it gives you a chance to, like, bond a lot more. I felt like you and I bonded when we were in Barcelona.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the trip held it. If we didn't have that trip, I don't think I would have been like, oh, I want Candy as my roommate.
Well, thanks a lot. Damn, even.
You're a very good roommate. I can tell you that.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yes. Because you're going to get the room.
I guess because they saw that I had said something, now they sent their text. So, okay. John Ford says, are y'all going to wear your dresses? So are you still going to wear a dress and get dressed up in that way? Seems though we're not.
Yeah, I'm going to give the people what they want. And I can't say y'all have been holding it down for 12 seasons of the finery, the glam, the glitz. And I think that's one of the elements that is most anticipated when it comes to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I'm not going to let y'all down, honey. I'm going to have some cleavages out and, show some skin.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what somebody else say. Ooh, Tamika Gant,
Hey,
and I
Tamika.
should wait to the reunion to say this, but she says, "I want to know what your take is on Portia being pressed by Kenya and Shamia's friendship." Well, how do you? Well, what the clip that they showed, the fact that she was
That could right.
happy with what was said or whatever about Shamia sharing some information with Kenya.
That's only the little good part about not being in Greece. I don't have the whole story because I wasn't there. So
Story. I don't think any of us had that story though.
I think it was kind of.
I got a question.
Mike has a question.
Oh, okay.
Mike's been drinking bourbon, by the way.
Okay. Come on, Mike. What's your question?
Shit, I got a question.
Oh shit.
Eva's been having tremendous back.
Oh no, babe, don't.
I have her personal doctor stop by the house, and he is prepared to give her the shot she needs to heal her right here on Speak on It Live.
No,
And
that's a violation. I hate shots, and this shot does not cure my issue. I would have to get it
for
a year, and then I would have to get it again.
Oh, I think my aunt used to get those shots.
Not doing it.
Well, what are you gonna do? Just be in pain?
Have a muscle spasm every couple of months, and then
prepared to be in pain for.
This is Speak on It with Candy and Eva Marcille.
Okay, I'm out.
I'm gonna ask a better question. They've been trying to convince me to get this doggone. I told you about the back stuff.
Oh gosh. Well, at least we know that he cares and he wants you to be better.
He does care. Candy talked about you earlier. I'm gonna tell you about. She talked about your work with Miracle and Rich Allen.
Oh yeah, you are amazing. I did not even know. I was watching Love and Hip Hop and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, case this.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope that you helped her for real.
Yeah, she deserved it. She's a really good client. I'm glad we were able to get justice for her. It was hard being in North Mississippi in a very, very small town where they do not. They're not happy that big city lawyers come into. I'm a big city lawyer, but I'm a country boy, Candy. So I did my best to present that country boy, but they knew I was a lawyer out of Atlanta. So
yeah,
it worked. Apparently,
what was she facing?
She was looking at
up to 18 years, right?
The deals they offered her were 20, 10, 5, 3, and then they offered her 5 years probation, and we turned them all down, and then got the case dismissed.
Okay. And she still got her voter rights, because if you would have took that plea and got off, and you know what I'm saying, you won't be able to vote.
Right.
And your inability to vote, that's huge to me.
Right.
Like, that's such a big deal. So a lot of people taking pleas, that's one less vote towards the people. So I'm very happy.
I didn't mean to interrupt y'all's live. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, it's okay. We're really happy. We thank you. We appreciate you helping her. That was major. You changed her life, seriously.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
Literally.
So even back to you. I got some more questions from the people.
Yes.
Chuck J texts me and he says, ask Eva if she still keeps in contact with anyone from Top Model.
Yes. Yaya, DaCosta, Takara. No, that's the doctor over here with the shot. No, I'm doing work. My job said I can't interfere. You making I'm sweating. No. Just give me 10 minutes. Let me think about it. They're trying to make me get the shot, Candy.
Oh, God. Well, go ahead and do it.
Like, when you stressed out and your underboob sweat.
Okay, well, I'll let you go and I'll still talk to the people for a while. I appreciate
they don't go. Y'all go. Y'all go. What does my friend want to ask me?
Oh, okay. Esther, people.
What'd you say? Mommy, get the shot?
Get the shot. Okay.
Oh, Mikey said, Mommy, get the shot.
Go out there and
it's gonna wear off, Eva. You might as well get the shot.
No, but it's one of those shots that the medicine stings, and I have my phobia. Like, I don't epidural.
Oh, yeah.
I'm cool.
I feel you. So Esther people said the reason why we didn't have comments at first is because I didn't text them before I went live to tell them I was going live.
Okay, so now we got so now we got some questions.
Oh yeah, we got questions now. All of them are sending their questions. Let me see. Some questions are for you, some are for me. I'm trying to just get to the ones that Mireille Reese. No, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Says, ask Eva, how does she keep her nails so glam during COVID-19?
Listen, my nail tech, his name, I always tag him. His name is Tim, Nails by Tim. He lives in Dallas. My nails are literally 5 weeks old. I had a piercing in it, and the little ring came out. They're so old. But he does nails so good that your nails will stay. I'm telling you, these are the best Corona nails of life. I've had the same design.
Wow. Okay. Yes. She had another question. She said, can you ask Eva, how did she respond to Marlo calling her a liar?
Consider the source.
Okay. I'm moving right along. Somebody said, okay. Wait. Okay. I'm just gonna read
it. Let me elaborate on that. A, consider the source, but B, I've been in this business for, I would say, maybe 14 and a half years before ever joining the Housewives world. And I have never been known for a liar, a backstabber, or any of these horrible things that Marlo has claimed about me on this show and has proven no receipts. These are literally just words. And my reputation precedes me, and it shows none of what she claims. So continue.
All right. Well, I would be wrong if I not say this. Okay. So, and we can't really talk this all the way out now because obviously I'm sure we can talk about it on the show. But how do you feel? I'm trying to figure out how to ask this question without us getting too deep into it. After watching what happened to you and myself and the Portia situation, how do you feel that your response was?
I feel like two things. I feel like you was right. Okay. You was right.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You was.
Okay.
But I was right because it was all about my intention. And the idea of me sitting there dragging that girl, that's not what I did. I was upset in response to her having and taking issue with me and where I bring my kids and starting shit with me in Kenya. And so I responded and popped to that. And I didn't think I popped as hard as I did. And I did. And you was right, but I don't apologize for it.
I'm not saying that anything about you apologizing. I think it's just more so.
But you was right. Yes, you.
Okay, well, we won't go no further into it.
Be accurate.
Okay, we'll just leave it for the show.
I know who to call when I need my W-2s. All the receipts. Do you remember one time you had hit my leg and you was trying to call? You was like,
I was like,
yeah, because you girl. Hey, you was like, girl, just say
it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back on the show.
Yeah,
about it is, I want to say this. Like, I've always liked you, Eva. I always liked you, and sometimes you get upset with me because of things that we say on the show or whatever. But I'm just like, at the end of the day, if it's on camera, I feel like it's okay for me to say it.
No, I get it. I'm learning it as I go.
I was trying to tell you.
You was trying to help me. You was. At the time I didn't see you. You threw me a bone, bitch. I kicked it back. I was like, well, why you talking right now?
Okay, I was like, I had to get a good laugh. We're gonna move forward. Right. We keep pushing.
Right.
We'll keep pushing on that.
I feel like the edit personally was a little harsh. But
I'll leave it alone. Leave it alone, girl. We're gonna leave it alone.
I said what I said now. And if I said something, the answer will eternally now be yes. I said it.
Okay.
They asked me who was a more diva out of Candy and Mama Joyce. And I said Mama Joyce. Just in case it come back, I said it was on Watch What Happens.
It's okay. My mama, she loves the finer things in life.
I love your mama, and all your aunties is divas.
Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Ugh. There's so many questions. I'm trying to find a good one. They said, oh, Maria Winder says, hey, love. Candy asked Eva, is she going to have any more babies?
Is your surrogate free?
It ain't free, honey. It ain't free.
No, I don't mean free, but I mean it's her uterus occupied. Because this is the thing, Candy. I want more kids. I just had a really complicated pregnancy with Maverick. Try not to show it as bad much as it was, but like that shit was scary.
Mm.
And then with Mikey, we were in the hospital for an extra week because of his jaundice. So knowing that just to have a baby and pop it out is not really always that easy, and complications do happen.
Definitely ain't that easy.
You know what I'm saying? And I am getting older, and at 35, it is considered a geriatric pregnancy by definition, medical term. So at any point now, I would be considered high risk pregnancy, even though I gave birth last year.
Did you really have to say a geriatric pregnancy? Damn.
But that's what it's called. So this is geriatric pregnancy. They know I call myself one too.
Jeez. I see Rebecca in the side over here in our comments saying, get the shot.
Oh no, I don't want to get the shot. So
oh my
I'm trying to get them to leave.
Okay, so it's so many people that's like sending questions. It's just like, we would never end this interview, and my people are telling me we really needed to wrap this up because we don't want
on a good juicy, like something juicy though.
Ooh, something juicy. Okay, well, okay. All right. Let's talk about, I've heard you say that you want to make sure that Yovana is on this.
Oh, you went juicy.
You said juicy. I know you said you want Yovana to be at this reunion.
I do.
Now, I personally feel like, Yovana been trying to go hard on me and her comments and different things she said on social media. Like, okay. So my question is, why you want Yovana to be at the reunion?
Well, I didn't hear her say nothing about you, and as far as I know,
listen,
I want Yovana there because Yovana has the truth to Snakegate.
But why she ain't say it on the show?
Because she was still under the guise of the shit. Candy, if me, I dubbed the girl the lady with the yellow latex dress, the condom dress. If I want her to come, know that I want this. It's some tea and some chai tea and some green tea and some mochi. And
I asked her multiple times. There were even scenes that they didn't even show that I asked her, would she tell the truth or let us know what happened? And she never gave the real story of what was going on with this whole.
She ready to get a story, child.
So now she ready.
She ready to get a story.
Why do I feel like she already done gave you the story?
She gave me enough of the story.
Oh, well, you hype. I see you bouncing up and down. You bouncing.
Now, of all the people, I would not ask for her to come if I didn't feel like where we have gotten to and what I have learned is valid.
Okay, well, let me say this. Regardless of whatever, I will definitely say I was a bit annoyed with her and the way that whole situation played out during the season. I'm not gonna lie, that's how I felt, and I was annoyed. But I would like for her to give the actual truth.
Thank you.
To what happened.
And I concur. I was beyond.
Don't come showing up and not telling us nothing.
I was beyond annoyed the whole time. I thought it was Marlo.
You thought it was Marlo?
I just called her a snake every day. I had to apologize.
Jeez. Okay.
Well, yeah, I just went with what I saw so far. So I just figured it had to be her. But
That's a good tea for the show. So I appreciate
I've learned something, but it was genuine. When it was like, who you think the snake is? I was like, really? Who the fuck rattling? Like, it's very clear. But no, I think she has something to definitely add. And
Okay.
I want to know. At this point, I need to know.
Okay. Well, hey, I guess they're gonna let the world know if they choose. I mean, and if they don't choose, then you need to have us stop by your house and get in your video.
Oh, we can do that. Send me this pic on the live background shit and show me, do me the link. And
Oh no, I'm talking about at the hey, since we all
yes.
she be in the video when she sitting in your little video.
Yes. Well, all I know is if she's there or not, it's gonna be lit. But I do believe that since we exhausted so much time trying to figure this thing out, and we still don't have a real definition, it will behoove us to give her some virtual time to let us know what's popping.
Okay. All right. Well, we shall see if they make that happen. I would love to see how I want to see everything about this reunion. It's been so much back and forth with everybody so season. And I saw I'm sorry, it was so many texts that passed. Like I can't remember who texted, but somebody asked me, would I have the heart to heart with Nene that I guess Tamar Braxton, when she did a live interview with Nene, she asked her that she suggested that Nene and I had a real sit down, heart to heart, to talk through all of this. And I don't have a problem, with her and I sitting down having a conversation and talking it all through. She wants to talk it all.
Tamar and Nene?
No. Tamar suggested that Nene and I have full blown heart to heart because Tamar and I had issues, back in the day when we was younger or whatever. Well, just on and off throughout the years. And when we got in the Big Brother house together, it made us
everything. Oh my God. How could you root for two people at one time? It was so good.
It made us really talk things through, and we were able to work out our differences. So I guess she suggested to Nene that we kind of do something similar or whatever.
Do you and Nene have differences?
I think we just never seen eye to eye from the time I got on the show. And then we were pretty decent for a minute. I thought we was cool until not even during the season. We was fine during the season. After the season, when it was all this online drama, the last.
Her internet episodes.
Yeah, basically.
Internet episodes, yeah. She had a lot of internet episodes.
Yeah, a lot of saying things about me or throwing shade or hints of shade about me. And so with that being said, I am open to having that deep heart serious conversation with Nene, but I just feel like we should probably do it after the reunion because clearly we're gonna have to talk through everything,
unpack stuff,
unpack everything at the reunion, and people be feeling away when they leave the reunion.
Yeah.
So let's let it be done at the reunion. We can get back together and talk it all through and have a real serious conversation. But no need in trying to do all that before the reunion. You know what I mean?
Well,
because it's just okay.
I think if you guys had a friendship that you thought was one to cherish, then it deserves it. But if you guys have a
friendship, we've never had a real connection, I guess, like everybody else, I guess, has had connections with each other or whatever.
Right.
But I think
now I'm gonna be a commenter then. Why do you think that is?
You said, why do I think that
why
is?
do you think that is? That you have not really had a connection with her. I
bumped heads on season 2 when I came on the show. We bumped heads. Okay. It really was a bad. Everybody know they replayed the clip all the time. But not about it from there. I don't know what it was, but like when I first came on the show, she always used to call me ghetto and all kind of stuff. It was just crazy. We just really bad. And then it just went from there. Every season after season, she and I were just like, it just was not on, the right page. Let's say that.
Right.
And finally, I think the year that I was pregnant with A, she and I had, a little talk and said that we wasn't going to come shady with each other no more. And everything was cool up until a couple months ago. So, we can talk about it later to see how that goes. Anyway, yeah, they so tired. Even Don Juan tired of us. So,
hey, we did our hour live speak on it, honey.
Yes, we did. It's too much. It's too much. Anyway, you guys, I want to say thank you so much. Eva, we have ran the your website.
I saw that. Thank you.
But tell people one more time how to get your CBD oil and
so I have a CBD line. It's called Cevad, CEVAD. You can find it at thinkcevad.com. I have face cream. I have tinctures. I have some with THC and some without. Try it. It's the shit.
All right. Thank you so much, Eva. I really appreciate you joining me for my Speak on It. Everybody, please subscribe to my page, guys. I'll see you at the reunion. Y'all subscribe to my page, my YouTube. I'm just going to keep bringing you more content and have more fun stuff for everything from financial tips to family stuff, fun stuff, everything. And then also, if you could, please follow my family pages, Ace Plays and Giveaways. His page is funny and cute for the kids. Riley is about to do more content for her page, Riley Burris, as well as Todd just started a page, and it's Todd Tucker TV. And he got some really good shows he plans for his show. His dog on YouTube about to be like a professional channel, the stuff that he has planned. So if you could, I would really appreciate it if you support everybody's channel. Thank you so much for everything, for following and watching. And until the next time, thank you for watching. Speak on It.